to Dallas, where even before the sun rises, the city holds a quiet energy. It's 5 a.m. on a Saturday, and while most of the city is still asleep, downtown is just beginning to stir. Public buses are already in service, ready to carry essential workers, early commuters, and night shift workers heading home. Even at this hour, transportation keeps the city moving. Some local spots are just opening, providing first cup of coffee to those who seek an early start, or those who have been awake all night. There is a peaceful vibe in the air. With fewer cars and fewer people, the streets feel almost like a different world, a contrast to the Dallas hustle that comes later in the day. Dallas is just waking up.
Dallas, America's ninth largest city, largest metroplex in Texas, and the third largest city in Texas. Located on the east side of the Dallas-Fort Worth metropolitan area, Dallas and its neighbor to the west have a long, rich history of wealth and rich history. With its mid-continental U.S. location and its connection to interstate highways, established rail lines, and major airports, Dallas today is a prime location for businesses interested in the perfect blend of access and activity. The earliest known inhabitants of the area we now call Dallas were Caddo Nation, descendants of various southeastern Native American tribes who lived throughout East Texas, Louisiana, portions of Arkansas, and Oklahoma. Known for their huge earthwork mounds located at ceremonial sites throughout the region, the Caddo people lived in the area until Spanish colonists claimed the region in the 1700s. Over the next 100 years or so, control of much of Texas was under almost constant dispute with France and Spain, Mexico, and upstart new country, the Republic of Texas, at various times in control of the region. In 1839, just 3 years after Sam Houston's army overwhelmed Santa Anna's Mexican forces with a battle cry of "Remember the Alamo," a Tennessee lawyer named John Neely Bryan arrived on the scene. Having most recently worked with a friend to stake out and establish the town of Van Buren, Arkansas, Bryan seemingly had an itch for city building. On an initial trip to the area, Bryan and his dog and a Cherokee guide named Ned all agreed that the area had potential. He drove a stake into a bluff overlooking 3 forks of the Trinity River and left to go get more supplies. 2 years later, in 1841, Bryan returned to establish a permanent settlement, which he named Dallas, for reasons that are likely related to his family history. The Republic of Texas was annexed by the United States in 1845, and Dallas County was established just 1 year later. 11 years after that, in 1856, the growing city of Dallas was formally incorporated. While the city has certainly had more than its fair share of heartbreak, the 165 years since Dallas was officially incorporated have mostly been good for its citizens. Modern Dallas boasts a diverse economy with major contributions from the defense, financial services, information technology, telecommunications, and transportation industries. Within the DFW metropolitan area, over 30 Fortune 500 companies have made a home for their operations. The region leads Texas in the number of colleges and universities located within the metro area, with 41 institutions of higher learning operating there. Racially and culturally diverse, Dallas ranks as the fifth most diversified population in the United States. Although Dallas was always blessed with lots of room to spread out in every direction, the downtown area was a vital part of the early growth of the city and its economic decline. Signs of Dallas' rich history are everywhere. For visitors who can imagine former times reflected in a city's architecture. Dallas, a city with a rich past and architectural landscape that tells the story of its growth and transformation. From its humble beginnings to the bustling metropolis we see today, Dallas' history and architecture reveal the unique character of this Texas city. Dallas architecture is more than just buildings. It's a visual history of ambition, resilience, and innovation. From historic facades to cutting-edge skyscrapers, Dallas structures reflect a city that has continually evolved and adapted. We hope you enjoyed this journey through Dallas' past, present, and future.
As you know, Dallas is one of the largest cities in the United States. But when we analyze Dallas history, it's going back all the way to 1830s, 1840s, early 1800s, when Mexican government asked several families to move to Dallas and Austin, San Antonio, and Houston area. 300 families moved to this area. So first settlements started this way. But before that, there were Spanish settlers. They were living in Texas. First trading post was built in and around Dallas in 1839. Of course, this trading post was serving Native Americans and some of the settlers who were moving to the west. As you know, Texas gained its independence in 1836, and for 9 years it became an independent country all the way to 1845. And in 1845, Texas became a U.S. state. And this of course helped the growth of Dallas and the surrounding area near Dallas. Building railroad in 1870s, Dallas growth started, and the arrival of the Houston and the Texas Central Railroad in 1872 transformed the town, and Dallas became the center for trade, cotton, cattle, and oil. Texas has 50% or more oil reserves of the United States. In 1930s, the discovery of oil changed the fate of Texas and Dallas. And the city became major center for banking, commerce, and industry. As you can see, many trade centers in downtown Dallas. Tall buildings, beautiful buildings all over the Dallas. This is the post office building and courthouse, as you can see. It's really a nice building. After 20th century, Dallas economy shifted and it became a hub for technology, finance, telecommunications, and healthcare. Dallas Fort Worth Metroplex is the largest metroplex in Texas. I hope this information will help you. If you have any questions, please let me know. I will give you more details in my next episode. Thank you.